everybody.
Happy Father's Day. And of course, not everybody that is watching this has wonderful daughters. So I just wanted to let you know, if you don't have daughters that buy you wonderful mugs, like
Best
Dad Ever, World's Okayest Dad, well, what you do is you do like I did. Go to a secondhand store, they sell these things for 50 cents.
Yeah.
And
there you go.
I have lots of them. It's a wonderful thing. Happy Father's Day. Enjoy the video.
Well, what you doing way up there in the kitchen?
I gotta go look at up in there.
This all has to do with the ceiling.
Option 3.
Option 3. This is all with this.
The whole roof. That whole side of the roof that is on the kitchen porch.
Here's the porch.
So I have to go up in here and figure out how far to jack it up and where it has to be jacked up.
That's true. Well, here, why don't you take the camera with you?
Yeah. You might have to hand it up to me after I'm up here.
Okay. Alrighty then.
All right, it's time to do a little bit attic discovery in the kitchen. So we'll find out. You can tell the raccoons have been using it a little bit. Living up here. Birds have lived up here near quite a bit. But the thing we'll look at, this is what we're up here to look at. The kitchen porch. Area, more beautiful raccoons living areas. So we have to figure out if this is supposed to be angled or not. That is the question. I'm walking on the brick wall. If there hadn't been a brick wall up here, or the whole house.
That's a chimney right there. Because that's should be the butler's pantry.
This is a part of the house we've never been in before.
No.
Another pretty big attic.
Yeah, really.
So that's, oh, okay. This is the back of the maid's room.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
So that is
The post.
so that's the back of the post
The one that's still in the closet.
that's in the closet. Alrighty, so this is that's the chimney to the back side of the maid's room, which was the sleeping porch. This was the sleeping porch. You can see the old posts. These are the original posts that were on the sleeping porch. We don't know exactly when this wall was put in or what was there before, but they probably wouldn't have had it open to this area, so I don't know what to say about that. But this is above the small galley that's behind the breakfast room, the small galley kitchen butler's pantry area. There might have been a small leak right there. But it's always a wonderful thing. This used to be together, but that's an inch gap, inch and a half toward the bottom, because that has rotted away.
Is that valley rafter gone?
No, the valley rafter is in decent shape. But this is what we were worried about for as far as the sagging kitchen porch. It's very sagging. Yeah. You can tell it's sagging so much it has bowed up the end of that 2x6. It kind of looks like it's in decent-ish shape.
Yeah.
The rafters, anyway.
Yeah.
And that beam.
It just needs to come back up.
It just has to be shored up from the starting from the very bottom, and then jacked up. But I'm just glad that that beam is in halfway decent shape. I can see where I made that quick fix. I put a few screws through instead of I think that's my handiwork. I was trying to get everything done before the first winter, and I just ran screws in for the slate. I'll have to, of course, redo those, but everything was falling off, and I was just trying to save the house at that point. But it answers the questions whether this was original or not. It's obviously original. But being as it's original, it's 130 years of sagging.
We've got to convince her to come back.
That's gonna be fun. Yeah. But for now, we just have to make sure this doesn't fall down. This is in so much better shape than I thought it was going to be. Of course, there's just one area that was doing pretty bad. You can see there's another spot where I just threw some screws into the slate just to keep water out.
Yeah, we can sister up something to that one.
And there's some slates missing now from this still moving. But
windstorms don't help either.
That's what we're up against. The worst ones are here in the middle. So we'll see how much it moves over 6 foot. That's how much it's moved down over 6 feet. So what's that, about 5 inches? So 5 inches over, I mean, that's more slope than our roofs have. My temporary wall is actually right here. That's my temporary wall that comes up through the in the kitchen porch. So all these floor joists are just in good shape-ish. They're in good enough shape to push up this beam. This one might be a little weak, but that's what I was checking. We might strip the we might strip all the slate off.
Yeah.
Just to make it easier once we get to that spot. All right, it's time for discovery.
Okay.
I wish we could turn the light on, but we can't.
No, we can't.
Got my laser line,
Yeah?
but I don't know if it's exactly laser level. Because it seems like that brick should be level if it was level.
Are all the legs up like they're supposed to be?
Well, sometimes it's just a little tiny bit off. So I'll check.
Okay.
But you're in the way.
Of course I am.
No, it's good.
Good.
So the brick they made it just a little bit unlevel, but it's on just that course section.
Yeah.
All right, so let's find out how badly, or this is probably sloped a little. That's 105 inches. And this should go up a ½ inch. This needs to go up a ½ inch for it to be original. So this should be, well, I don't know what this should be. $102.5. So there's a slope to it. So that's 103. Then there's a 2-inch slope over 7 feet. Whatever that ends up being.
But why would it need to slope if...
I don't know why they sloped it. Maybe the original floor, because this is a floor built on top of the original floor.
Right.
It's about, I don't know, probably 2x6s under.
Right, and I can see why this one would be sloped a little bit because it was an open porch.
Right, it was an open porch, so that maybe they made it aesthetically pleasing, so it didn't look like the floor was crooked, so they made them both match. But it's definitely supposed to be where it is. It needs to be ½ inch up, but that's it.
What, even the center?
Well, it slopes. I mean, you can tell.
Right, I can
You can
tell.
tell it's a straight line, and it slopes.
Right,
But that's original. So that is not a concern.
okay.
Now, we need to check that corner, because that corner should match that corner. So, if this is
102.5, you said?
102.5, that should be 102.5. Well, actually, all the way along here should be 102.5. How much you want to bet this
Okay, well
is?
that's where the beam was that was rotten
How
out.
much you want to bet this
Or the post.
is
95.
3 inches down. I bet this is 3 inches down. So that would make this
98.
105.
Well, that's 102.5,
Or-
so
sure.
yeah.
So it should be 99.
Is that what it is? 99?
It's 98 3/4. That's a pretty close guess.
That was a very close guess.
I must have worked on this house a little bit.
Yeah, that post right there is missing, and we do know that. That post is rotted out. There,
Yes.
the one in the middle.
And there is very little. If this wall hadn't been built,
yeah.
I don't think that roof would still be there.
No, I agree.
So now, how about this area?
Up there in that corner, spider webs.
I'm hoping this is 102.5. Yeah, it's about an inch up from there. So we have to.
So it does dip to this corner.
Yeah. So first we need to shore this up underneath here.
Right.
Well, let me check one more time. So that was 105. So this should be 105. And I have no doubt that this is 105 as well. 104.
So, but this whole corner is sagging, which I can see why it's dipping down.
So I am not concerned about
This.
that side because we've been up in the attic now and we know
Right.
that that's solid.
Right.
But
So.
this definitely needs, you can tell that this whole corner is.
Right.
And now we just need to, and all we gotta do then underneath, we're gonna put a post here,
Okay.
put a post here,
There in the middle.
and some stuff over here.
By the stairs, where the stairs were.
This
Okay.
is all stone built up for the steps, so
Yeah. So are we gonna put some joists, just a joist or two there, or just the posts?
the floor is, the original floor, all the floor joists are really good.
Okay, it's just
So I
this.
just need to support it where it was supported.
Okay. Okay. Eventually, we are gonna take this,
Yes.
whatever this is, off. And take it back to the original. Now, they closed this in, but it used to just be a screened-in porch. Well, for option 3, which is the kitchen porch, Frank is doing that temporary support down here underneath. He's got the laser level going, marking everything. He's way over there in the corner.
Can you see anything under here?
I can see you. I brought a light as well. But he's down here doing that while I'm working on something else.
Alrighty, I've got the under the kitchen porch shored up as much as I'm gonna do it for the next till we get something more important, and until we don't have something more important. But it'll last for a long time like this. Got a nice bit of blocking in, shored up. It's pretty much level now. It's not relying on that post anymore. Post, I call it. I meant a brick pedestal. This sill joist doesn't matter anymore. The band joist. It's just holding up what's left of that 2x4 wall and the glass. But somebody said that they didn't know if this was original because of the stonework down here, but this is typical. This is what the stonework looks like where it isn't seen. So they didn't, it's the foundation stone. Of course it's really dirty, but they didn't finish the mortar joints. They don't brush them or anything. They just pack in the lime mortar that they need. That's what lime mortar looks like when it is left dry for 130 years. So that's all new stuff. That when they poured the steps, they put all the a whole bunch of rubble rock in there. It looks like they're the old foundation stones from somewhere, but they just kind of threw them in there to, I think that's what they used to back up the concrete that they poured. I don't know. As soon as we get this done, we're gonna close up all that brickwork there, make it back into a vented porch, because this will be access to underneath here. This window that goes to the basement. Of course, somebody put bars on the windows. Guess they're afraid of people breaking into the basement. But there's a lot of stonework in this foundation. This is the outside wall of the basement underneath the, this is the wall underneath the brick wall that goes up the kitchen. So this is the kitchen wall. And that's the wall to the galley kitchen. That's my other post. It was a quick fix. That'll hold up that side for a long time. It's dry under here, so there's no rot gonna happen or anything. Most of that stuff's, all of that stuff's pressure treated. So, but I feel a lot better about this project. Of course, there's still leaks in the roof, but as far as something solid to let all this stand on, I'm happy with it. I figured out that I don't need to fix this part right here because it still has really good, it's still really nice. The joists go all the way up onto the brick and are held up pretty good. So, option number 3, the kitchen porch, was a pretty easy fix, which I knew it would be. That's why I tackled it first.
Girls, are you comfortable? Enjoying the truck ride?